Good day, everyone. My name is Marian Maybe Ramirez, and I'll be reporting what is physical fitness. Physical fitness is a state of health and well being, and more specifically, the ability to perform aspects of sports, occupations, and daily activities. Physical fitness is generally achieved through proper nutrition, moderate vigorous and physical exercise, and sufficient rest along with a formal recovery plan. Before the Industrial Revolution, fitness was defined as the capacity to carry out the day's activities without undue fatigue or lethargy. However, with automation and changes in lifestyles, physical fitness is now considered a measure of the body's ability to function efficiently and effectively in work and leisure activities, to be healthy, to resist hypokinetic diseases, improve immune system, and to meet emergency situations. What are the components of health-related physical fitness? It's well known that being physically active is important for good health. We're told to get our daily steps in, lift some weights, and avoid sitting too much. Yet, it's hard to know how this relates to health and what being fit really means. This is where the five health-related components of physical fitness can come in handy. Dividing fitness into five categories can help you better design a training program that promotes good health. While you may know the many benefits of being physically active, like a reduced risk of chronic disease, improved mental health, and better quality of life, you may wonder what being physically fit really means. The five health-related components of physical fitness can be a useful guide to help you achieve physical fitness and promote good health. They describe five areas to focus on in your fitness journey to ensure a well-rounded active lifestyle. First is cardiovascular endurance. Cardiovascular or cardio fitness is referred to your body's ability to sustain exercise for longer. It's also known as a cardiorespiratory endurance or aerobic fitness. Good fitness allow you to perform different activities for longer because your heart and lungs are able to deliver oxygen and nutrients to your working muscles. Example activities that can benefit from good cardio endurance including walking, jogging, swimming, cycling, and other sports that require continuous movement. It's recommended that you get 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity exercise, 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous intensity exercise, or a combination of both each week. Moderate intensity exercise can be sustained for longer than vigorous intensity exercise, though exactly how long varies between individuals or their fitness level. A good way to test in your exercise at moderate intensity is to do the talk test. If you can talk but not sing, you'll likely a moderate intensity. If you can even talk without pause for a breath, you're likely at the vigorous intensity. What is moderate intensity? For one person, may be vigorous for others. Therefore, it's best to make goals based on your current fitness level. If you become fatigued or out of breath quickly, decrease the intensity of duration of your exercise and build up from there. Any increase in cardio exercise is beneficial, so make realistic goals that work best for you. Second is muscular strength. It's the ability of a muscle group to exert force of lift and carry weight. The stronger your muscles, the heavier weight you can lift and move. Muscular strength can vary between different muscle groups. For example, you may have strong glutes and quads but weaker biceps. To ensure well-rounded muscular strength, it's important to prioritize muscular strength training of major muscle groups like legs, arms, core, shoulders, back, and hips. To measure your muscular strength, you can test your one grip max, which is the most maximum weight you can lift for one rep. That said, your one rep max exists the only way to tell if you're getting stronger. Progressive overload, defined as gradually increasing weight, volume, training frequency, or intensity over time, is another great way to measure your progress. In addition to building strength, you may want to aim for muscle hypertrophy or building muscle mass. To do so, aim for 8 to 12 reps per set. Once you can easily perform 12 reps, increase the weight, and this indicates you're getting stronger. If you want to increase your 1 rep max, focus on your maximal muscular strength. You can do so by incorporation exercise with heavy weight and low reps. Usually 2 to 6. Make sure practice proper form to reduce the risk of injury. Try to add strength training to your workout program at least 2 to 3 times per week. Third is muscular endurance. Unlike muscular strength, which measures how much weight you can lift or move, muscular endurance tests how long your muscles can withstand an exercise. In addition to training for your muscle strength, make sure you add muscular endurance activities in your routine, such as weight training. Instead of aiming for a low rep range, try to lift lighter weights with a higher rep range, like 20 or more reps, until your muscle become fatigued. Isometric exercise. This is involved holding your body in the same position for an extended period of time. For example, holding a plank for as long as you can. Longer duration training. Using your muscles for long period of time, like cycling, running, swimming, or stair climbing, release your muscular endurance to keep you going. The more you train, the longer your muscle can go before reaching fatigue. If you're looking to improve your general endurance, low intensity body weight exercise are a great starting point. For example, yoga, stair climbing, and long distance activities are good options. If you're looking to improve your athletic performance, consider incorporating higher rep strength training and sport-specific training to increase your muscular endurance. The fourth is flexibility. Is defined as the range of motion of joint or group of joint without pain or difficulty. Being flexible is important for daily living. For instance, it can make it easier to maintain a good balance, reach the top shelf of the cupboard, or bend down to pick up something from the ground. Further, the activities require more flexibility than others such as gymnastics, dance, and martial arts, though there is debate on its benefits in reducing pain and injuries. Stretching can increase your flexibility and may enhance your performance in activity that require you to be more flexible. When stretching, the goal is to be gentle and limit the risk of injury. Avoid stretching your muscle to the point of extreme discomfort or pain. Aim to stretch activities at least 2 to 3 days per week. To increase your flexibility, there are 3 types of stretching utilized. Static stretching. This involves stretching and holding a muscle for 10 to 30 seconds. When stretching this way, your brain relaxes the muscle that support your joints. While helpful for flexibility, it may increase the risk of injury prior to activities that rely on joint support, such as weight training or high-intensity sports. Therefore, this type of stretching is generally best reserved for the cool-down phase of workout. Dynamic or active stretching. These are the active movements that take your muscles and joints through a full range of motions. This is usually done during a warm-up, can be done by itself like during a stretching break at work. Example, including shoulder rotations, leg swings, walking lunges, and trunk twists. Third is dynamic exercise. These include exercise that is logic and stretch the muscle during movements, such as when performing yoga, tai chi, and bari. Unlike static stretching, the muscles are not held in the single position for a long period of time. The purpose of dynamic movement is to wake up the muscle needed for the upcoming exercise. It creates include dynamic strength in a warm-up routine before you both endurance and strength training to prepare your body for movement. Endurance exercise that benefit that from dynamic movement including biking, running and swimming as well as sports activities like basketball, soccer and volleyball. Last is body composition. It's the last health-related component of fitness. It describes the ratio of fat mass to fat-free mass. Body fat is essential to human health. However, having too much, especially around the stomach area, has been linked to poorer health and greater risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. Meanwhile, having greater muscle and bone mass is linked with improved health outcomes and a lower risk of chronic diseases. Keep in mind that health will look different for everyone. The below parameters can help you understand your body composition. Waist circumference. A larger waist circumference indicate greater body fat in the stomach area and is linked with a higher risk of chronic disease. Waist to hip ratio. A high is associated with a higher risk of chronic disease. Bioelectrical impedance analysis or BIA, a convenient but less accurate measure of body fat percentage. You can find this machine in some fitness center or purchase at home. BIA skills. Dual energy X-ray absorptiometry or DEXA. Performed in clinical setting, DXA is measured body mineral density, muscles mass and fats mass. It can give a more accurate idea of your body composition. However, it's less accessible and can be costly. Hydrostatic underwater weighting. This method measures your weight on land and then again underwater using underwater scale. This method is usually reserved for research setting. Air displacement plethysmography or ADP or bad pad found in specialty clinic. Bad pads measure your total weight, fat mass, and muscle mass. It must easier to perform the hydrostatic underwater weighting. You can also use body mass index or BMI to give you a general idea of your body composition. However, it's less specifically rarely paint a truly picture of your health. While body composition is an important component of fitness, it's not the only one. Focusing on the other 4 areas of fitness, cardiovascular endurance, flexibility, and muscle strength and endurance may help you achieve a healthy body composition. What are the components of skill-related physical fitness? Components of skill-related physical fitness is broken down into 6 factors that measure your movement and motor skills. First is balance, second is power, third is agility, fourth is speed, fifth is coordination, sixth is reaction time. First is maintaining your balance. Balance is the ability to maintain balance, stillness, and movement. Having good steadiness prevent injuries, enhance your performance during physical activities, and improves cognitive functions. Some ways to improve your balance are during yoga and Tai Chi, stretching the body's ability to be still and transitioning slowly and repeatedly. Second is using maximum power quickly. Power is the ability to apply maximum force as quickly as possible. You can train for explosive power by doing hip hanging, kettlebell swings, which build power in the hip. Squat jumps are also an effective way to build lower body strength and train your legs to score and distribute power through your body. If you can, try box jump, which use explosive power to carry the body on an elevated platform. Third is practicing occurrence and agility. Agility is the ability to quickly and accurately change the direction of movements. While it's not a direct measure of health, it's an essential motor function that helps the body perform health-related fitness activities such as cardio and weight training without incurring injuries. Cone drill, ladder drills, and any exercise that requires you to shuffle your feet and shift your weight can help improve agility. Fourth is being able to perform with speed. Speed is the ability to move through as much space in the shortest time possible. According to National Institute of Health Institute of Aging, the benefits of speed training include prevention of injuries, improved endurance, fat burning, and muscle growth. When at the gym, you can improve your speed by doing deadlift, box jumps, and tire flips, all of which train our body to use maximum power quickly. Fifth is having full body coordination. Coordination is your ability to control your body's movements, especially the limbs. Coordination exercise are some of the most fun. These include jogging, which help you with hand-eye coordination of movement under pressure, dribbling tennis balls, and skipping rope, which improve full body coordination. Last is responding with a short reaction time. Reaction time is the amount of time it takes your body to respond to an external stimulus. Reaction time is crucial, especially in time sports events as well as everyday life emergencies. Running outside in an effective way to improve your action time because you also have to dodge obstacles or tread uneven ground. Principles of physical fitness. The best way to achieve optimum results in exercise and fitness is to follow a plan, but not just any plan, such as I'm going to run 5 miles every day, or I'll lift the heaviest weight I can every time I work out. Your body is an amazing machine that responds to specific stimuli in distinct ways, as your brain is constantly working to protect the body from threats, like way too much stress on the muscles and tendons from the continuous all-out hard exercise. Fortunately, exercise science gives us 5 basic principles we can incorporate into a fitness program that will develop the changes and adaptation we desire in a safe and lasting way. These 5 principles are the overall principle, the FITT principle, the specificity principle, the rest and recovery principle, the use it or lose it principle. The overload principle and the FIT principle work together, so let's review this first. The overload principle is considered the most important concept in exercise. In simple terms, it means that your body will adapt to the demand you impose on it. For example, when you lift a heavy weight you haven't lifted before, or you complete a hard cardio workout that puts new demands on your heart and lungs. Psychologically, changes will take place that will allow you to do this more easily next time. Because the body is so adaptable, the demands we put on it must gradually and progressively increase over time in order to achieve long-term fitness gains. This demand must be applied slowly because too much too fast causes the body to react negatively to exercise stress. So it's important to strategically vary your mode of exercise, intensity, and duration of training in order to get better, stronger, or faster. This is where the FITT principle comes in. FITT stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type. These are the 4 areas where increases in workload or demand can be made in order to progressively overload the body so it adapts in the desired way. Frequency means how often an exercise is performed. After any kind of exercise, your body begins a process of repairing and rebuilding stress tissues. It's important to find the right balance of work and recovery that provides just enough stress for the body to adapt as well as recovery the next sessions. Intensity is the amount of effort of work completed in a specific exercise. For example, working in a conversational space is low intensity, whereas sprinting for 400 yards is high intensity. In strength training, factors that influence intensity are the weight itself, the number of sets and repetition, the tempo of the repetition, and whether a level of instability has been added. Once again, just enough intensity to overload without overtraining injury or burnout. It was important here. Time is simply the duration of the exercise sessions. It's a function of intensity and a type. Type means the type of exercise performed, strength, training, cardio, or a combination of both. The type of exercise is tied to the specificity principle discussed next. The specificity principle is quite simply that the exercise you do should be specific to your goals. For example, if your goals is to simply health and wealth management, focus on total body strength, cardio, and healthy diet. If you are a runner wanting to improve your race time, include speed workouts in your training. If you're a cyclist training for a 100 miles ride, focus and build up longer distance training rides at an endurance pace. The rest and recovery principle is critical to achieve gain in fitness. The body's simple cannot tolerate too much stress, and over time will instead shut down. It order in order to protect itself, this results in overtraining syndrome, burnout, excess fatigue, and weakened immune system. Exercising every day is perfectly fine, just not the same exercise at the same intensity. Especially with strength training, it's important to allow at least a day between sessions to allow muscle to repair and rebuild. However, working different muscle group on different days, what's called a split routine, will allow for this recovery period for a muscle group while working another. Low intensity cardio can be done every day, but rest between intense sessions, rest and recovery are important for more mental state too. The fifth principle, while not specifically targeted to fitness adoption, is still important to be aware of. Use it or lose it. Everyone is aware of this concept of some level, and it applies to many things in life. Well, with respect to the body, muscle builds strength called hypertrophy, with use and lose strength or atrophy, with lack of use. This includes not only the skeletal muscle but also the health and even the brain, although it's not technically a muscle. How quickly atrophy occurs independent of many factors and will be subject of a future blog post. Incorporation this principle into your fitness routine will ensure you get the best result in the most efficient way while preventing injury and overtraining.